You never made a snow angel before? It's easy. Just go like this. See? Now you try.
Huh? The Christmas we all want. Deep down inside. God, explain the Bible badly to someone who has never read it. An ancient novel full of murder, corruption, slavery, homophobia, bestiality, incestuosity, and cruelty. It is often read to children on Sunday. Psst, disclaimer. What's that, Mr. Bond? Do I expect you to talk? I expect you to buy my plushie! Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lasses, and welcome to the click. You smell amazing today. Has anyone told you that today? Well, now I have, and there's no escape from that fact. So today, what is on the menu on Click Restaurant? Well, let me tell you. So a lot of you asked me to take a look at the Satanic Temple after I've been out in the woods and express my interest in sacrificing meatballs to Satan. So
this is so exciting. Oh my god, it is here! The wholesome, cute demon!
Today I figured we would take a look at it, and it's worth mentioning whenever I review something like this is not a direct endorsement of anything. This is simply me looking at things online that I and you guys hopefully find interesting. So let's dig into it, shall we, baby? Enjoy. Mwah.
Look at this beautiful. Y'all need Satan. You need more swearing. This is not a PG Christian Minecraft server. It's a satanic little Minecraft server. Pooh.
I don't know where that went.
I hate cancel culture. Imagine God canceling you because you did or said the wrong thing.
The very first Bible story is God canceling two people over an apple. What? Are you telling me Twitter is made in God's image? Jesus Christ. I need more coffee for this. Oh my god. Atheist. Atheism is good, but it can be better. Oh, goat boy. I'm so looking forward to making an emotional support demon. Jesus, I am so addicted to this stuff now. I'm sorry. Not really, I'm not really sorry. So what is this Satanic Temple, you might ask? Well, it does follow a few guidelines, tenets, if you will, to how to act within this satanic community. One should strive to act with compassion and empathy towards all creatures in accordance with reason. The struggle for justice is an ongoing and necessary pursuit that should prevail over laws and institutions. One's body is inviolable, subject to one's own will alone. The freedoms of others should be respected, including the freedom to offend. Willfully and unjust encroach upon these freedoms of another is to forego your own. Beliefs should conform to our best scientific understanding of the world. We should take care never to distort scientific facts to fit our beliefs. Ooh, I like that one. That one tickles my Swedish brain. People are fallible. If we make a mistake, we should do our best to rectify it and resolve any harm that may have been caused. I am perfect, how dare Sorry. Every tenet is a guiding principle designed to inspire nobility in action and thought. The spirit of compassion, wisdom, and justice should always prevail over written and spoken word. So basically, anti-vaxxers don't like this. And when it comes to science, one thing I really wish they taught earlier in schools, or maybe even society as a whole, if it was possible in, I don't know, TV programming or something. One of the first courses I had in university was an experimental course. And what we did essentially is that you picked a field of experimentation, whether that be solid mechanics or springs or whatever it might be. And you observed this and collected data and tested things. And using this data, you smack that into a formula. And what you realized at the end of these experiments is that you just derived the exact same formula that we have in our physics book. Oh, this is how all these formulas are made up in the first place. I wish there was something that was taught more broadly, because it feels like oftentimes when the public gets into these weird pseudo-scientific debates, the root of it is often that they don't really understand what science is. So here's a letter someone got in their mail.
Will suffering ever end? Would you say yes? No? Maybe?
What kind of question is that? That's really weird. Hello, my name is Blorp and I'm writing you today to share hope from the Booble. We're living in very stressful times. Many people doubt the Bible's relevance for us today. It was written a long time ago. However, I find that it's still very, and a lot of text. And then there's a reply, the Satanic Temple. The best part of this, I'm just seeing the reaction face of the receiving end of this. It's so priceless. Hello, Blorp. Thank you so much. My name is Blorp, and I'm writing you today to share hope from the Satanic Temple. Like, the contrast is amazing. It just reminds me of that picture where it's like free hugs from Satan. Many people doubt the Satanic Temple's relevance for us today. It was not created a very long time ago, although it's federally recognized as a tax-exempt church. However, I have found that it's very relevant to help us through the challenging time we are experiencing right now. I hope you may find peace and comfort in the Satanic Temple's tenets and current activism. Oh my god. Yeah, how to make sure they never send you anything again, at least. Dear God. Playing D&D did not make me a Satanist. I mean, I did become a Satanist, but not because I played D&D. Let's see now, filling out this gender. Male, female, non-binary.
Satan spawn.
I prefer not to say.
The ultimate gender! Oh!
Belief should conform to our best scientific understanding of the world. We should take care to never distort scientific facts to fit our own beliefs. Pseudoscience or only looking for things to validate your already existing opinion is just a guarantee that you will dig deeper into something you have already assumed is correct, and you will never really learn anything new. You might even be incorrect. The point is that you should always be confident about something you believe in. Confidence is very important to get somewhere in the world. But with confidence also comes the fact that you have to realize about yourself that you are not perfect. Atheist agenda! 8:30 a.m. wake up, 8:31 a.m. cry about creationism in schools, 8:45 a.m. shower in blood, 9 a.m. eat a baby. Nothing says a good protein-filled breakfast than a nice little baby. 9:15 a.m. Skype with Satan, discuss world domination. 9:30 a.m. drive to work, sing along with Ozzy. 10:05 a.m. scowl and hiss while walking to the desk.
Oh, hi, Steve. Welcome to the office. Gotta work with Excel.
12:30 p.m. Get a latte and gluten-free pastry for lunch. Yeah, nothing says satanic quite like gluten-free. 5:30 p.m. Drive home and listen to Rammstein. 6 p.m. Eat another baby. So 2 meals a day is babies, and 1 is gluten-free pastry. This is a weird diet, man. 10 p.m. Watch a ridiculous documentary on atheism. 3:15 a.m. Light black candles and pray to the dark. Okay, so when do you sleep? Convert to atheism today? You will save a lot of time by not having to sleep, and you can just hiss at the office when you don't like people. This seems to be an absolute win. And it's even solving overpopulation.
Let's get high!
And deny Christ. The classical, like, college party, am I right? Yes. The fact is that far more crime and child abuse has been committed by zealots in the name of God, Jesus, and Muhammad than has ever been committed in the name of Satan. Many people don't like that statement, but few can argue with it. Carl Sagan, The Demon-Haunted World, Science as a Candle in the Dark. That's a really good book. I would recommend reading it. Super nice. My favorite part of the book is where he goes into like pseudoscientific stuff. For example, let me tell you a story. So back in the day, they used to take pictures of Mars when we got our first telescopes. And these were kind of bad resolution. It looked very much like roads on Mars. And this was all over the news and media and all that kind of stuff. Which led people to believe that as soon as they had some kind of sleep paralysis or saw strange light or had a loss of memory, for example, it was always attributed to Martians, like you were abducted by Martians because I saw this thing on the news and it must be the Martians. A few years later, new pictures came with higher resolutions and people realized that these aren't roads, these are old riverbeds and just dirt patterns. And all of a sudden the whole narrative changed. It was no longer Martians doing these abductions, it was people from Venus. Then a few years later, we discovered that, well, Venus is like 800 degrees hot and it's raining acid, nothing lives there. And then that kind of stopped too. So it's very fascinating to see that how the human mind connects dots that aren't really there. Very interesting, good read. A little bit heavy to get through, but would highly recommend it if you're interested in a nice vacation read and tingle your brain wrinkles. Dear people, citing the Bible. It's a cool book with some wonderful passages, but it also has ghosts, naughties, giants, and super babies and demons. That's why we don't make laws based on Game of Thrones, My Little Pony, or Legend of Zelda. Can we make laws based on Legend of Zelda? That'd be kind of neat.
The Satanic Temple so hot right now.
I love that movie. It's so ridiculous.
This boarding school has to be at least 3 times as big.
Let me know in the comments if you get that reference. I love you if you do. The Holy Bible says that a woman can be sold to her blurb after he violates her. The Quran says that a woman must always be naughtily submissive to men. The Satanic Bible says not to make naughty advances unless they are reciprocated. Y'all motherfuckers need Satan! This just reminds me of that letter in the beginning. Oh my god.
If you aren't someone the church would have killed 400 years ago, are you even living?
That should be a goal for everyone. If you really want to live your life to the fullest and have some good memories to share with your grandkids, just live it as if the church would have burned you on the stake 400 years ago. I mean, honestly, you just using a smartphone would probably justify them burning you on the stake 400 years ago. I will never forget good Christians shouting, "You're a in my face while walking into Planned Parenthood in 2000, needing emergency contraception STI testing after I was at a fraternity party. That is so horrible when morality does a complete 180, man. And I feel that's the case with a lot of things in this world. Whatever gains power or influence, there's always going to be people that misuse that for their own agendas. There are very few things in the world that are inherently evil or bad. but people have a tendency to turn them into something they're not supposed to be. And I guess this is one example of that. It's just sad to see, it really is. Ayo, I'm kinda tired of people hitting me up for supporting a freaking charity. I posted that because I want to help people not freeze literally to death in the streets of New York. It just happened to be the group who organized that fundraiser is the Satanic Temple. Yeah, what does that have to do with literally anything? If it was a Christian group or Jewish group or Muslim or Buddhist or Mormon, nobody would have batted an eye. But because the group doesn't make you comfy, all of a sudden I'm a bad person. Suddenly you're fine with those people freezing even though they themselves have no association with TST. You know, TST doesn't even believe in a literal Satan. They're atheists. They use Satan as a figurehead for the pursuit of knowledge and they fight against religious oppression. They fight for LGBT rights and are literally fighting in the Supreme Court. Right now for abortion rights, you Christians always preach love thy neighbor, but are so quick to throw stones at which you don't understand. Frick me for not wanting to help the less fortunate. Nah fam, frick you and your ignorance-based hatred. You're the problem with the world. Oof. Oh my god. One thing I've noticed with morality in the world, and let me know down below if you feel the same way, it's much easier to claim morality, especially in a public space, if it's something that is culturally and generally deemed as something that is morally sound, even though it doesn't really have a practical connection. It's almost like moral branding. And I see the same kind of thing with, for example, environmental causes nowadays, that often is used as a selling point or as a moral brand stamp almost, but it very rarely has anything to do with anything practical. And I think that's an easy trap to fall into, when it's like skin-deep morality, but it doesn't actually do anything. Being a server for the past 3 years, I can without a shadow of a doubt say that Sunday after church crowd is full of the rudest, most self-entitled, and most ignorant people to ever walk this earth. Make America satanic as frick! If this had only had like a couple of cute little red horns, it would be perfect. Hail Satan, but first learn to hail yourself!
Satan, I never thought you... Oh,
it's so supportive, oh my god! I think it's called Burn in Hell because everyone down there is just so hot. Not today, Jesus! That's a really badass shirt, not gonna lie. What inspired you to change your corporation's logo to a rainbow flag? Satan.
I love this. Oh, it's beautiful.
I always have such a hard time telling flags apart because, like, slight color blindness. It's kind of funny.
Christians keep moving. This is a heathen neighborhood.
I just get Viking vibes from this. Why do I get Viking vibes from this? Like this. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at them runes, baby. Ah, Odin, you my bae. Lil Nas X's new song. When you traumatize a whole generation and more of kids with the concept of literal hell, something Jesus never preached, don't be surprised if they grow up, realize it was a control technique, and then use the imagery to make a point in their art. And honestly, it's just like a massive troll as well. I just love the reactions of people being so outraged on Twitter about it. It was so hilarious to scroll through. I know Ben Shapiro is going to lose sleep over a gay black man doing a lap dance on Satan, and I'd like to say thank you, Lil Nas, for that.
Oh, that's a beautiful image in my head. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Heaven has strict immigration laws.
Hell has open borders.
Believe in yourself before you believe in me, your God.
Satan, oh my god, you're so sweet.
If Satan was a sauce, it would be sweet and spicy, because of the hotness and redness. It's like sweet chili. Yeah, Satan flavor is sweet chili. When I was a kid, I went to a Christian school, and they were absolutely convinced Harry Potter was a ploy from the devil to get kids into witchcraft. It was actually a ploy to get kids reading, which is far more dangerous to Christianity. I remember growing up with Harry Potter. It's such a shame it has less positive connections due to the author nowadays, but damn, it was a cool thing to grow up with, and actually, it's a piece of fiction. I bet you if you dig into like popular culture, you'll find more things about witchcraft than just Harry Potter. I'm just gonna be honest, fam.
Viagra is government funded. If pregnancy is God's will, so is limp pee-pee.
Wait, it is? Really? God damn. Alright. Rick, they figured us out. A little hint what dwells at the heart of Pride Month. Pride Month. I'm a demon. The Bible says the prince of devils, that he is a king over all the children of pride. It's easy to connect like anything to anything. It's just kind of statistics. If you have a book that has a crap ton of stuff that is all kind of vague, if you really try, you'll be able to link something to something all the time. So here's your nice little backyard. You have a trampoline, a little house, and a little grilling spot. And has a nice little pattern.
That's right. Who's the star at this barbecue party? You're the star. It's the pentagram star.
Enjoy life now. There is no afterlife. That's really like YOLO in a nutshell, dear God. I have seen a lot of people's notion about the afterlife change. as they grow older, or as they lose loved ones, or whatever might be the cause. And the concept of an afterlife isn't necessarily bad if it brings comfort or it's something that you believe in. It's not a bad notion itself. Personally, I think you have to speak subjectively with something like this because there's so much that goes into consciousness and the way of how we even exist that it's really hard to grasp. For me, at least, I don't think there is an afterlife, personally, simply because of the fact that for there to be an afterlife, the universe would have had to be created for life to exist in. It would have to be pre-programmed, essentially, for something inside of you to have to move on. And from what we've seen, that's not really the case. Of course, if you follow the theory like we live in a computer simulation, for example, then it's absolutely possible to have an afterlife, because it's just computer code. But if we assume that we live in a physical universe, then an afterlife is highly unlikely, because it means that the universe would have to be constructed to contain life. There would have to be a pre-programmed mechanic to enable an afterlife. And what we see, at least nowadays, with what we understand, is that life emerged in the universe. There was plenty of time before any kind of life forms emerged. Then again, of course, the question runs even deeper if you start asking yourself what actually is a consciousness and what makes you experience the world. Could you theoretically travel between bodies, have different memories? What is consciousness? When does something become conscious? Can that transfer between different beings? Could we theoretically in the future upload our consciousness digitally and therefore live on without aging? It is an incredibly fascinating subject, and I wish it was talked about more often. It gets very spooky very quickly because it is about us. You read about yourself and what makes you exist, but it's an incredibly fascinating subject. Remember, Blorp, Satan was the first to demand equal rights. Is this like pro-Satan or anti-Satan? It seems very pro-Satan.
Yeah, Satanist turned the founder of the Westboro Baptist Church dead mom gay.
Wait, what do you mean? What? This is so out of context.
What do you mean?
I got this delivered today, made by a woodcarver in Ukraine. That looks beautiful. And here's like the original one. Is that photoshopped? Is it outside the Vatican or something? Expecting politicians to protect your reproductive rights. Get into this satanic temple to do it instead. I saw that trending. It was so funny. Maybe we can get exemptions this way because Satanism is technically a religion, right? A Christian telling an atheist he's going to hell is about as scary as a small child telling an adult they won't get any presents from Santa. Wait, you're telling me Santa isn't real? Have I been lied to? Hail Satan! Hail Satan offers a group of misunderstood outsiders whose commitment to social and political injustice. It's on Netflix? I need to watch this.
Huvud piss off Christians more. Centuries of corruption in church of ungoti boy. Mega to go.
Catholics, evangelicals, Mormons, Baptists, Protestants.
Yay!
Everybody says they want to keep Christmas traditional, but then I dress up as Krampus, put their brats in a sack and beat them with reeds. Suddenly I've gone too far.
Sensitive little Christmas poo-poo.
I am now officially a card-holding member, hail Satan. That looks really cool. This looks like a proper design poster, not gonna lie. Women in the 1600s.
I can do finger like this and bloop.
The church. Burn her just to be safe.
Ain't nobody fingering with witchcraft. Me, a vanilla Satanist chilling with a dark aesthetic Satanist. Yay, it's a little pooper. It's so cute.
Hail Satan, established year 666. That would have been beautiful. Sees naked, willful thought slave in the Garden of Eden, teaches critical thinking. Sees man starving in the desert, tries to offer him food for 40 days. Accept everyone into hell, no matter what religion, gender, or sexual orientation. Punishes evildoers in the afterlife. A bad guy. Gives science to humans, blamed for all evil in the world. Exposes lives of authoritarian power.
Gets solitary confinement. Take that, little poor misunderstood Satan.
Simply sign your name and you may have whatever your heart desires.
I don't really want anything. I just thought I'd give you my soul as a tip for all the good work you guys have been doing. Satan, it's okay, we can cry together.
Crotchet bathroom a friend made for me.
That is so cute!
I'm getting so much inspiration for emotional support demon.
And there's another one. Oh my god, they come in different colors.
Why are they so adorable? I love those little paws, little lump paws. Oh, it's the cutest thing ever. The only thing I'm missing is toe beans. Everything is better with toe beans.
Blah, says COVID is a bioweapon because God would never create a fatal illness that harms people.
Tell me you never read the Bible without telling me you never read the Bible.
Come on, it's pretty obvious. Choose life. Procreation is about creating new soldiers for Christ, not for pleasure.
But soldier, this sounds incredibly militant.
Every time a man wastes his seed, millions of unborn souls go straight to hell.
Okay, you know that even when you do like productive naughties, everything just goes to sploosh. You know, it's not like it's 100% efficiency rate. So even when you do it, everything still goes to hell. So you're basically saying that all the splooshies that don't do the actual babyfication, it's just hell souls. This is like a really weird line of logic.
Lucifer.
Did you mean Lucifer? Apparently I'm not enthusiastic enough about Satan for Google.
I have finally found it, after 15 years. The Scroll of Truth. Not everything you buy has to have a pentagram, sigil, or inverse cross on it. Yeah!
Have a Baphomet drawn as an Animal Crossing villager. Why is this so freaking adorable? Look at that thing. That is too cute. That is so sweet. I swear to Satan, it's so sweet.
Okay, I'm gonna try it out loud. Hail Satan! I like it, thanks. I'm gonna say it all the time. I mean it, all the time. Hail Satan!
The seed has been planted. Tenets study. A frequent question we receive is, can I do X as a member of TST? Where X is holding certain beliefs, affiliating with other organizations or faiths, or celebrating non-TST holidays. Satanism is about liberation and freedom. If you embrace the spirit of the tenets we espouse, then there is no reason you should deprive yourself of something that brings you joy and provides you life with meaning, as long as it does not infringe on the rights of others. That's kind of beautiful. The more happy people in the world, the happier the world. Posted this in PCMR, but it only got downvoted and got hit by a bunch of religious comments. I know y'all know what's up and will appreciate my PC setup. That looks... Wow, I even go with like a bit of red aesthetics. I'm seriously jealous. How the frick? This looks so good. My computer is a black box, a black dusty box under my desk. Thinks that meatless foods can alter human DNA in order to cause human beings to no longer be technically classified as humans. A plot that will make it impossible for them to be saved by Christ. Vegetarian hamburgers are Luciferian plot to change human DNA. Okay, so they have a DNA scanner at the gates of heaven now? Is that an exploit? Why do these people always pick like the most mundane things to be so upset about? Vegan burgers! Next thing to be upset about? Wool socks!
How to survive Mercury retrograde. One, stop believing in astrology.
And check out this picture. I found this, and I think it's beautiful. This is the only Satan that's going to heaven. That's kind of nice. I like that. That was a good twist. Homophobes. God doesn't want gay relationships. Me, be gay, hail Satan. That's pretty beautiful. Wow, I like that. The glasses are very swagalicious. In light of recent affronts to women's rights, I make a version of the TST logo that symbolizes the uterus and ovaries. Thanks for fighting for women's rights, TST. That's a beautiful logo. I like that. That's an ingenious design. To all the Satanists refusing to get vaccinated, Satanic Tenet 5. Beliefs should conform to one best scientific understanding of the world. One should take care to never distort scientific facts to fit one's own beliefs. I've seen a shocking amount of fellow Satanists in the past couple of weeks jumping on the anti-vax wagon, even comparing themselves to Jewish victims of the Holocaust. Grow up. What are we, Christians all of a sudden? Well, laddies, lasses, and lasses, I do hope you enjoyed this very lighthearted walkthrough of the Satanic Temple and the memes and kind of stuff that came with it. I do hope you enjoyed this little video and this little go-through of the online posts that I found related to it, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care. Mwah.